Ayan, magandang gabi, magandang umaga, magandang hapon sa ating mga kababayan sa Pilipinas and all over the world. Ayan, patuloy na nating i-share. Isa na namang exciting na the real estate ang mapapanood natin ngayon, no? At ang maganda dito, malalaman natin ang mga magagandang nangyayari ngayon sa Davao. So, kung nanonood kayo, nakatutok na kayo ngayon, i-share nyo na tong link na ito at magpakilala kayo, sabihin nyo kung anong pangalan nyo at from what area kayo. Ayan. Sige, ayan. Welcome po kay Vladimir Yu. Ayan, Vladimir. We also have Ryan Digia watching from Singapore. Ayan, gising na gising pa ang mga taga Singapore. Nandyan din syempre ang ating French ambassador. Welcome everyone watching from Dubai, si Sir Maynard, Portugal. Watching from Egypt, si Miss Salia Ovales. Hello po dyan sa mga kababayan natin sa Egypt. Watching from Oman. Ayan, galing pala sa Oman si Sir Vladimir. Another kababayan natin na nasa Singapore. Ayan, hello kay Miss Joanne Sagun. At syempre, ang mga palaban nating kababayan from Brunei, watching from Brunei, si Miss Caroline Abacan. Sige, patuloy lang share this link to para marami tayong kababayan ang makapanood. Para sa kinabukasan. Ayan, Konbanwa, watching from Japan, nandiyan si Miss Sha Padilla. Kasama rin natin ngayon, syempre, from Quezon City, si Miss Marita Manuel. Hello, Miss Marita. Watching from Holy Land, Israel, si Miss Sha. Ayan, Miss Sha. Hello. Hello sa mga kababayan natin sa Israel. Tuloy-tuloy lang share, no? Para marami tayong kababayan na makanood. Exciting ang mga mapapakinggan natin ngayon. Watching from Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, si Mr. Frederick de la Cruz. Yan, marami rin tayo nanonood from Saudi. Watching from Qatar, ayan, si Miss Mira Fritsch. Hello, Miss Mira. We also have Alan and Army. Laban po kami, watching from Malaysia. At syempre pa, no, from Abu Dhabi ngayon, nandito siya sa Pilipinas, ang ating ambassador, si Miss Fritsch Janet Morales. Hello, Miss Janet. Ayan naman, watching from Rome, Italy, si Ezekiel Evangelista. Watching from Davao, si Irby Ledesma Morales. Wow, taga Davao at Davao yung mapapakinggan. Watching from Brunei also si Sir Rudy Fritsch Francis. Hello, Semalat Malam. Good afternoon from Dubai, si Sir Arbin Pura. Ayan. Hello, Sir Arbin. Nandyan din si Filinvest My Freedom Dreams from Saudi Arabia. Ayan. Patuloy lang po ang pag-share natin. We mag-start tayo in 1 minute. No more than 1 minute na lang po. Mag-start na tayo. Hello also from Singapore, si Miss Leo and Jane Senson. Ayan. From Japan, si Miss Eds Peloneo. Nanonood sa atin ngayon. From Bergamo, Italy, mga taga-Italia, si Sir Tony De Los Reyes. Hello, Sir Tony. Ayan. Sige, patuloy lang natin i-share to para marami pang makanood kayo mga friends at mga kababayan natin dyan abroad. Watching from Abu Dhabi, si Sir Joseph Ricaport. Yan. Alam ko, excited na kayo. Kung excited kayo, pakisabi nga dyan, I'm so excited. Ayan, watching from Paris, si Miss Dina Romero. Hello, Miss Dina. Yan, watching from Rome, Italy, si Sir Roel Cabral. Kasama rin natin from Malaysia, si Miss Cynthia Vega. At si Sir Erwin Pangilinan. Ayan, hindi namin lahat nabasa ngayon, pero mamaya pag after ng program, babasahin natin ang mga messages ninyo. Kaya wag na natin patagalin pa. Alam natin, excited tayo. To formally open, no, magkakaroon muna po tayo ng isang short prayer from the Sales Training Assistant Manager for Visayas and Mindanao ng Filinvest Land Incorporated. Let's welcome Ms. Shane Narvios.
Ourselves. Good evening. Let's put ourselves in the presence of God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Almighty and ever-loving God, we glorify and thank Thee, your name. You have showered us with so much blessings, and your presence continuously remind us of your faithfulness and guidance. We humbly ask you to shower our speakers today of your greatest inspiration, so that they may share the most of their knowledge, heart and soul to their respective topics. May you also absorb the invaluable knowledge, experiences, and put it into practice what we may learn today. We pray that you bless all the committees in charge, that they may be able to fulfill their tasks responsibly, and that the objectives they have set may all be achieved. Your infinite blessing would mean the success of this orientation. May we be a living witnesses of your genuine love through the knowledge acquired through this activity. We ask this in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Maraming salamat, Ms. Shane. And with 100% energy, let's welcome the co-founder of Freedom Business Group and the Fritz Mentor wife, walang iba kundi si Ms. Tet Kudyamat Lim.
Hello. Welcome, of course, dito sa ating Freedom Business, the real estate. Ano ba ibig sabihin? Bakit the real estate? Ano ba yung estado ng ating mga kaganapan ditong proyekto sa ating bansang Pilipinas? Alam niyo, gusto ko kayong batiin eh. Kasi tonight is a very special night, day, morning, afternoon sa iba-ibang parte ng mundo. Kasi tayo ay pupunta ng Davao! At dahil dito, babatiin ko kayo ng isang napakasarap na pagbati mula sa Davao. Para sa lahat ng mga taga-Davaoenyo, tayo ay nagkakaintindihan na dito. Maayong gabi. O, maayong gabi. Maayong gabi, Dakbayan. Wow naman! Welcome to the city of Davao. We are very excited tonight. Alam niyo po ba, dahil bukod sa pupunta tayo ng Davao, ay talaga naman pong maraming bumisita sa atin ditong Freedom Business Family from our business partner developer. At mismong mga taga Davao ang makikipagkwentuhan sa atin ngayong gabi upang malaman ano na nga ba mga kaganapan dito sa Mindanao at sa Davao. Ngayon bang panahon ng pandemic, kamusta na kaya ang aking mga ininvest dito sa lugar ng Davao? Pero bago ang lahat, meron po na akong gustong palaro sa inyo. Tingnan nga natin. Tingnan natin, marami ba mga taga Davao dito? Marami ba mga taga Davao na nanonood dito ngayon? Marami ba mga taga Davao? Chat nga, I'm from Davao. Okay ha? So meron akong game sa inyo. Ready na ba kayo? Are you ready? Okay, ito ha. Kung sino yung unang makasagot sa aking trivia, may darating na magandang regalo sa pamilya nyo sa Pilipinas. Wow! Of course, from Davao. Okay, ha? Are you ready? Okay. Sagutan nyo to, ha? First trivia. Get ready. The first one to answer will receive a surprise gift from me. From Davao. Okay, ha? Blank. Capital of the Philippines is Davao. Ano yung blank? Anong tinatawag na blank? Capital of the Philippines is Davao. Ano yon? Anong tawag sa capital of the Philippines, Davao? Anong tawag dito? Anong capital of the Philippines ang Davao? May nakasagot ba? Ano daw capital of the Philippines? Blank capital of the Philippines ang Davao. Nakpo. Research na. Ano ba to? Blank Duterte capital of the Philippines? President Duterte? Hindi. Okay, ano mga sagot nyo? Tingnan natin ang mga sagot. Medyo delay ang labas dito sa ating Davao City, hindi nga. Anong nang tawag sa capital of the Philippines yung Davao? Anong tawag sa kanya? Anong tawag sa kanya? Isang prutas. Okay. O, meron na kayong clue ha? Prutas ito. Anong prutas? Prutas, capital of the Philippines. Anong prutas yun na sikat sa Davao? Dali, dali. Sino una makakasagot? Ano nga prutas? Sabi niya fruits. Anong prutas? Yes! Ano? Sagot kayo. South capital of the... Ang bilis mag-research sa Google. Ang galing talaga. Nako. Fruit basket of the Philippines. Fruit festival. Ayan. Ako naman. Fruit festival. Ang bilis nyo talaga mag-research sa Google. Ano? Okay. Alam nyo po ba? Ang tamang sagot, ang Davao po, isang trivia, ay Durian Capital of the Philippines! May nagwagi ngayong gabi si Miss Cheryl? Taga-saan kaya si Cheryl? Nakita ko siya una sumagot. Miss Cheryl, isa siya sa mga active sharer natin. Durian Capital of the Philippines. Yan, siyempre naman dahil po Durian Republic nga ang tawag sa Davao. Ito'y napakabangong amoy na gustong-gusto ng Freedom Cares President na si Sir Eric Sorsese. Okay, Cheryl, okay, chat mo na kay Sir Joseph ang information tungkol sa'yo, telephone number, at saka email address, at kami makikipag-ugnayan sa'yo para sa aming sorpresa from Davao. Wow naman, congratulations! Napakadaming trivia about Davao. Bakit pa tayo pupunta sa Davao? Alam niyo po ba na lately, kung kayo ay updated sa mga news sa buong mundo, marami ngayon, for example, sa US, marami sa mga taga-US sa dating nasa New York City, nasa mga city, medyo lumalabas ng city kasi gusto nila ng mas maraming open space, gusto nila ng mas maraming fresh, and of course, i-minimize itong mga health hazards na ito. No? That's why ang Davao ay tinagurian din na, alam nyo ba, next trivia natin, ang Davao ay tinaguriang safest city in the world, year 2015. Pang-ilan kaya ang Davao na safest city in the world? Naku, meron na mabibigyan. Pang-ilan kaya ang Davao na safest city in the world? Okay. Pang-ilan ang Davao? Grabe! Safest city in the world, year 2015, ang Davao. Alam niyo ba yon? Bakit? Safest city ang Davao. Alam niyo kung bakit? Kasi napakaliit ng crime scene, crime incident dito sa Davao. Siyempre naman, ito ang lugar ng ating President Rodrigo Duterte. Di ba? Kaya, ang Davao talaga is one of the safest city. Ang tanong ko sa inyo ngayon, pang-ilang safest city ang Davao noong year 2015 sa buong mundo? Sagot! Pang-ilan kaya? Top 1 kaya sa buong mundo? Top 2 kaya sa buong mundo? Top 3 kaya sa buong mundo? Top 50 kaya? Okay, sagot, sagot! Yan, sagot. Pang-ilan? Pang-ilan? May nagkakagulo, may naunang sumagot. Yan. Pang-ilan? Ito na yung last trivia ko sa inyo about Davao. Dali! Hello, hello. Yan. Ako, papasukin nga natin, Sir Stephen, para malaman natin. Pang-ilan? Top safest city of the world ang Davao. Sir Stephen, ilabas mo nga ang sagot, Sir Stephen. Wow! Fifth safest city in the world ang Davao. Grabe naman, isipin mo, natalo pa nga po ng city ng Davao yung kanyang crime index sa buong Pilipinas. Sobrang liit ng crime index ng Davao City. No? Kasi para makasama kayo sa safest city, at least ang inyong index sa mga 80 yata. Pero si Davao is considered the 5th safest city in the world kasi ang kanyang index ay napakababa. No? Nasa 18 lang yata, 18 yung index niya. Kaya Joseph, paki-check, paki-browse kung sino nagwagi kanina Kasi may mga nagrarally kanina, meron daw mas nauna sumagot, yung Durian, capital city of the Philippines. Sino? Tingnan natin, paki-double check. Sino nanalo? And pangalawa naman is Davao is the safest city in the world. Wow! Grabe naman! Congratulations po in advance. At saka po, doon sa ating mga investors, welcome po na nagpa-unlock sa aming imbitasyon kahit biglaan lamang na sana makapakinig kayo ng mga update, makapangamusta kayo ano na nangyayari sa mga investment ninyo sa Davao. And of course pa, madami pong dalang good news ang ating mga bisita ngayong gabi. Alam niyo po ba that we have 2 Assistant Vice President of Filinvest Incorporated visiting all of you around the world. Grabe! At meron din tayong mga project managers na naghahawak mismo ng mga proyekto natin sa Davao. At hindi lang Davao ang mapapakinggan nyo ngayon. Bibigyan din tayo ng konting update sa Mindanao. Yan, okay? So, ang una nating bisita na ipapakilala ko sa inyo is talaga naman, I'm very honored and I'm happy na makikilala nyo rin siya. Siya po ang Assistant Vice President, Product Head for Mid-Rise Building Project in the whole Mindanao. Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to our AVP, Sir R.G. Igot, who will give us an overview of Mid-Rise Building Mindanao. Yay! Welcome, Sir Archie.
Oy, salamat. Maayong gabi.
Ay, taga Davao ka ba, Sir Archie?
Taga Cebu, Mr. Taga Cebu. I'm based in Cebu.
Ayan, pwede mo magpapagin ng ating mga kababayan sa iba-ibang parte ng mundo. We are very honored na kasama ka namin ngayon in spite of your very hectic schedule.
Yan po. Maraming salamat, Mr. Daghang kayong salamat, of course, for inviting us to join our Freedom Business Partners and Freedom Business Advocates all throughout the world. Kung pwede nga, papuntang Mars, papuntang Jupiter, kung meron ng freedom business doon, baka abutin natin ninyo doon. No? So, maayong gabi kaninyong tanan. Daghang kayong salamat for having us tonight. Gabi diri sa Pilipinas, it's 7:18 sa gabi, 7:18 p.m. dito po sa Pilipinas. I am in Cebu. My team in Davao will be presenting later the updates of our Davao projects. But before them, I will be giving also brief updates of our MRB projects throughout Visayas and Mindanao. So, dito sa Cebu, maulan lang. If you can hear the background, maulan dito ngayon. But nevertheless, we are very excited and very honored to be joining all of you all over the world to give you updates of the MRB projects of Filinvest Land, specifically in Davao City. So again, from my team in FLI Vismin, daghang kayong salamat for having us here. And hopefully wherever you are, everyone is safe despite we are facing a pandemic now. But sana lahat ay safe together with your families and to wherever you are in the world.
Ayan, Sir Archie. Balita ko, meron kang mga ibabalita sa amin, good news or updates ba about Mindanao ba to or we focus sa Davao? About the MRB, right?
We will focus on 2 of our projects in Davao, but we'll also be sharing some snippets of our current updates and development of all our MRB projects in Visayas and Mindanao, just to give you an idea on what's happening, what is the actual estate of our projects in Visayas and Mindanao area. Sa Davao today, sa Davao this week, we are celebrating Kadayawan. festival, meaning the bountiful harvest of fruits that are
Wow.
from Davao are into its highest peak now, no? So mura yung prutas ngayon sa Davao kasi maramihan ngayon. Pomelo, banggitin mo, pomelo, mangustin,
Durian.
and of course durian.
Favorite
So
ko yung Agustin.
Davao is celebrating that this week. So with that celebration of Kadayawan, we will also be sharing with you very beautiful and nice updates of our projects.
Yun. Alam mo, Sir Archie, habang nagkukwento ka na fruit festival doon, parang nangangasim ako.
Kaya nga.
Nai-imagine ko yung mga prutas na sinabi mo yung pangalan. And Davao is very memorable, especially to me. And I think para din doon sa may mga 100 plus na mga fridge advocates na kasama ko nagpunta sa Davao, I think 2 years ago, hindi ko na matanda, or 3 years ago. And the wild river rafting is indeed a memorable and unforgettable experience sa Davao lang namin naramdaman. No, yung wild river rafting, yeah, grabe. Mga ano yun mga ano bang tawag doon? Mga unti ka nang mawala ang buhay, pero laban pa rin kami. Ayan. Sige, Sir Archie, let's start para makapakinig ng mga updates.
Sige, thank you, Ma'am Tet. So, again, it is with great pride and honor for being invited to update all of you, our Freedom Business partners and Freedom Business advocates all around the world on our key projects in Davao City. But prior to that, I am joined by my team. Later on, my project development officer, which is based in Davao, Mr. Ronald Anselmo, will be sharing you why invest in Davao City. And then after that, we will focus our updates and our info sharing on what's happening with 2 of our spatial projects in Davao City. That's 8 Spatial and Centro Spatial. But prior to that, just allow me to have these few minutes to give you a snippets of the real estate of our Bismin MRB projects. No? Hello? Next slide, please. Okay. In Bismin, we're offering products all across our brand. No? We have the Prestige brand by Filinvest. This is our high-end brand. And then we also offer products under our Aspire brand. And then we also offer products under our Futura brand. So kahit anong klaseng brand ng product ang gusto niyo, Bismin is offering those projects. So, next slide, please.
Sir Archie.
Yes, Ma'am Ted.
Yes. Sorry to interrupt, ha? Napakaganda nung start. At least bago mag-init yung pag-uusap natin regarding sa MRB. Kasi one of our special guests, diba sabi ko kanina, we are very honored to have the two Vice President, AVP, di ba, ng Filinvest Incorporated. Unfortunately, yung second guest natin is leaving at 8 p.m. Okay lang ba na babati muna siya? Then, bago natin ituloy, etong sa'yo, okay lang?
Sure, yeah, no problem.
Okay, balikan ka lang para mabigyan din natin siya ng chance na makilala ng buong mundo. Okay, sige.
Yeah,
sige.
Okay.
Sige, okay. So again, we have tonight also a privilege na makasama natin ang Assistant Vice President ng Filinvest Incorporated, and he wants to share some greetings sa lahat sa inyo. Walang iba kundi ang AVP, Recruitment and Training Head, Alfredo Blas Hison. Wow! Welcome to
Hi!
Yan. So, alam niyo po ba na dapat kung hindi nag-pandemic, mamimit niyo siya personal. Pero ngayon, iikot muna siya sa buong mundo sa inyo sa online muna. And soon, matapos ang pandemic, mamimit niyo siya personal. Okay, Sir Blas, batiin mo na ang ating mga kababayan sa iba't ibang part ng mundo.
Thank you, Ms. Tet. Magandang gabi po sa mga Twitch na mga kasama po natin sa Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and all around the world, mga taga-Asia, mga taga-Middle East, mga taga-US, mga taga-Oceania, mga taga-Australia, New Zealand, kahit nasa ang pati po kayo ng mundo, we are so happy na makasama po kayo namin dito sa portion na to in the real estate, and we are so excited. You know, Sir Archie Igot, our head for MRB developments in the whole Vismin, and his team will be more than happy po to present to all of you what is it, the projects in Davao, and this is just the start dahil marami pa pong susunod dito. And with that, also, maliban po sa updates about our project, you can also see later, ano po ba yung mga magandang nangyayari ngayon sa Davao, no? Mga developments na nangyayari doon, no? Sabi ni Shinner ni Ms. Tet kanina na pumunta ang mga team natin, no, from sa Davao, and you know, in our teams as well, we go there most of the time kasi marami din po tayong mga broker partners doon, and napakaganda po sa Davao, napaka-safe, it's also very peaceful, no? And napaka-warm ng mga tao sa Davao. So kung may mga nanonood pong mga investors ngayon na you are looking for investments, Davao is the best place kasi hindi lang po yan pang Mindanao, no? It is now booming as a very very progressive city, no? That with all the developments that will be happening in Mindanao, i-explain po yan mamaya ni Archie, I'm sure. So thank you so much, and I hope you are all safe in your homes. You're all safe wherever you are in the world. God bless you all, and the night is just young. Let us finish this and let us learn more from the team of Archie. Thank you.
Wow naman! Thank you so much, Sir Alfred. At nasilayan ka na ng buong team. At alam niyo po ba, this is not the last, but just the first of the long series of trainings na isi-share niya sa ating mga kababayang OFW para tayo ay mag-level up through Sir Alfred Blas naman. So good night, Sir Alfred. Good luck on your next meeting. Salamat sa pagbisita. Ayan. So, balik na ulit tayo. I'm sorry, Sir Archie. Pero at least ngayon ay dire-diretso na tayo. Ayan. Okay, balik na ulit tayo kay Sir Archie.
Right. Thank you, Blas.
Ayan. Our Assistant Vice President handling the mid-rise building projects in the whole Mindanao. Come on, Sir Archie.
All right. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ma'am Tet. Okay. To give you a glimpse of our presence in Vismin, these are our projects, no? In Cebu City, we have One Oasis Cebu, which was launched 2008. We have Amalfi in SRP, which was launched in 2010. We have San Remo Oasis. Then soon, we will be launching another MRB cluster in South Road Properties in SRP Cebu City. We are also present in Iloilo City. Our project there is One Spatial Iloilo. And then we are also present in Dumaguete City. Our project there is Marina Spatial. We are also present, and then since our Marina Spatial is about to be sold out, we will be launching another MRB project also in Dumaguete by next year. In Mindanao, of course, we are also present. We will be the first developer who will break ground in introducing condominium product in Zamboanga City. Our Futura Vinta, we just launched this late last year and early this year. In Cagayan de Oro, which is also part in Northern Mindanao, we are also present there. We have a project in One Oasis, Cagayan de Oro. And in Davao City, which is our primary city or primary location that we will be updating you, We have, of course, our first project there, One Oasis Davao. We have 8 Spatial Davao. We have Centro Spatial. And we have Maldives Oasis. And in Samal Island, we have the Veranda Resorts Condo. So all these projects are across all different brands of Filinvest, from Prestige to Aspire and then to Futura. Tonight, we will highlight 2 projects in Davao City. That's 8 Spatial Davao and Centro Spatial. Next slide, please. And then, of course, we will have, I forgot to mention that we will be launching also another MRB project in South Mindanao, which will be in General Santos City. So we will be launching this by next year. So we will be sharing this project once it will be launched, of course, to our Freedom Business partners. Next slide, please. So in terms of project, we started our MRB project last 2007 with only 1 project. That's One Oasis Davao. And then for a span of 10 years, we have expanded to 12 more projects within Visayas and Mindanao. We will be launching 3 more projects in 2021. So by 2021, our portfolio of MRB projects will already be at 16 MRB projects. Next slide, please. Okay, to give you a quick update on what's happening with our construction, for our Prestige project in Amalfi, we have completed 3 buildings and turned over also 3 buildings. For Veranda Resort Condos in Samal Island, these are our Prestige project. We have completed 1 building and we have turned over 1 building also. Currently, 3 buildings are ongoing construction, and we will turn over and complete 1 unit, 1 building again by November 2020, and 2 more buildings by 2021. Next slide, please. For our Aspire projects, namely One Oasis Cebu, we have completed 6 buildings already and turned over already 5. We will be turning over Building 9 by next month. For San Remo Oasis in SRP Cebu, we have completed 7 buildings and we have also turned over 7 buildings. For One Oasis Cagayan de Oro, we have completed 2 buildings and we have turned over 2 buildings as well. For One Oasis Davao, we have completed the projects with 6 buildings and turned over the 6 buildings also. We have also conveyed already and turned over to our condominium corporation the first project of MRB, the first condo project of Filinvest that was successfully conveyed and turned over to the condominium corporation or to the unit owners last quarter of last year. Next slide, please. For our Futura brand, in Marina Spatial in Dumaguete, we have completed 1 building and has turned over 1 building also. For next year, we will be turning over Building C and Building B. For One Spatial Iloilo, we completed and turned over 1 building already. And then the last building, we will be turning that over 4th quarter of this year. For 8 Spatial Davao, which is our primary project to be shared and to be updated, to share the updates to everyone, we have completed already 5 of the 8 buildings and turned over 5 of the 8 buildings. By 1st quarter of 2021, we will be turning over the 6th building already. For Centro Spatial, we are construction for the first building is ongoing, but it is already at 99% completed. So this will be completed by November 2020 of this year, and we will start to turn over this also by November or December of this year, the first building in Centro Spatial. Next slide, please. So in summary, for the entire MRB projects of Filinvest across 3 different brands, we have completed 33 buildings and turned over 31. For turnover, starting 4th quarter of this year, we will add 9 more buildings. Next slide, please. Okay, I will be briefly showing you our updates of our built-up communities across Visayas and Mindanao. So these are our updates, brief updates of our Cebu projects. This is One Oasis Cebu, picture of the amenity and picture of one of the building. At the center is San Remo Oasis. This is the picture of our amenities in San Remo and the picture of the cluster buildings. And then there is Amalfi. That's the picture of the clubhouse of Amalfi, as well as the main swimming pool of Amalfi. Next slide, please. These are our built-up communities in Iloilo. This is One Spatial Iloilo. That's the clubhouse, and that's the 2 buildings below it. In Dumaguete, this is the current picture of our amenities. We completed already the amenities of our Marina Spatial project in Dumaguete. And below the picture of the amenities is the picture of our completed first building, Building A in Marina Spatial. Next slide, please. These are our built-up communities in Samal Island, Davao, our Veranda Resort Condo project. So this is Building 1. We turned over already Building 1 and completed Building 1. And then in One Oasis, Cagayan de Oro, this is the picture of our amenities of the swimming pool and then the clubhouse. And picture also of Building 2. Next slide, please. This is the picture of our built-up communities in Davao. This is One Oasis Davao on the first 2 pictures. On the center is Centro Spatial, a picture of Building A, and then entrance gate and guardhouse. Then the picture of 8 Spatial Davao amenities and cluster buildings. Later, we will be showing you more and detailed updates for Centro and 8 Spatial. Next slide, please. We are happy also that all our communities, all our built-up communities, all our MRBs responded well to the pandemic. As mentioned earlier, this COVID pandemic has affected all of us. But we made sure that our communities are very adapted to the needs in terms of making sure that all our unit owners are safe and are safe and okay inside our communities. As a matter of fact, all of our MRB projects were all of our unit owners in all our MRB projects were thankful to Filinvest, to our property management team in making sure that we are one with the community in fighting the pandemic. Next slide, please. Okay, same with our Manila MRB project. Most of our new MRBs will be benchmarking on the new Oasis. So our our 2 new projects in Visayas will be adapting the new Oasis brand. That will be in Cebu City, and then the other one will be in Dumaguete. And then our project in General Santos will be carrying over the Futura brand project. Next slide, please. With the new generation of Oasis brand or Oasis project, we use this new generation in our Maldives Oasis DAVAO project. So we launched initially 2 buildings already of this project, and we will soon be launching another building by next year. So as mentioned to Ms. Tet on our discussions before, since we will focus our updating on Centro and its spatial, I mentioned to her that we would be glad and we would be happy to conduct the same updates with everyone and show details of our other projects in MRB in Visayas and Mindanao. Next slide, please. As mentioned, these are the new generation of Oasis will be adopted, will be launched also in Cebu and in Dumaguete. So those are brief and snippets of MRB presence in Visayas and Mindanao. I hope that we were able to give you a brief update of the projects that you're familiar with, and projects that you have investors, or projects that you are pushing on your advocacies with Freedom Business. So, Ma'am Tet?
Yan, ako nakaka-excite naman talaga habang nakikinig ako. I'm really chatting yung ating mga ka-Fitch advocates dito na sana lahat ng mga investors natin ay makita yung mga good reports mo and update about our investments dito sa Davao. And since nabanggit din ni Sir Archie, no po, don't worry, may mga nagchat-chat kasi asking for other developments sa kanilang mga investment like sa Maldives, sa iba pang area. This will be an ongoing weekly project orientation and trainings from Sir Alfred till the end of the year. We will make everyone busy in times of pandemic, okay? So for the Mindanao projects, we will be having 3 weeks. 3 weeks nating iikutin. And next week will be Maldives kasi tinatanong nila. Kasi the Mindanao projects are divided into 3 as mentioned. We have Futura, Aspire, and ano yung pangatlo?
Prestige.
Prestige. Kasi patas siya ng patas ng category. Ano? So now, we focus on 8 Spatial and Futura Centro. And then next week, Sir Archie, di ba, magdi-discuss naman tayo sa kanila ng Maldives.
Yeah. Saka Veranda.
And
Veranda.
And then for the Prestige,
the Veranda, resort condos.
Pero iikutin natin ang buong Mindanao. So, huwag kayong maganda. Dahil di ba, Sir Archie, ang maganda dito sa ating partner developer, no, buong Pilipinas, more than 250 cities, meron po tayong proyekto sa buong Pilipinas. No? Yun ang maganda. So, thank you, Sir Archie, and we hope na magkatulungan tayo dito sa iyong mga Mindanao projects, and I'm pretty sure makakatulong itong pinakita mo sa amin. So, hihingi kami ng copy niyan.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. My team, Ronald and Eunice, will be giving their updates, detailed updates of the 2 projects you mentioned, Ma'am Tet. And we are equally excited also to give updates on all our other projects in Mindanao, and hopefully also in Visayas in the next few weeks po.
Okay. Sorry na nag-globat yung aking camera. But then, Sir Archie, thank you so much. And let's welcome the next speaker, which will be presenting the 8th Spatial, who will be presenting a glimpse of Davao City. Let's welcome Mr. Ronald Anselmo, the Project Development Officer of MRB South Mindanao. Hi, Ronald. Welcome.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening po.
bumate sa ating mga kababayan, and then you can already continue yung iyong presentation about the DAVAO project.
Hi, ma'am. I would like to take this opportunity. This is a great privilege to us for presenting one of the projects of the Filinvest, particularly here in Davao City. Marami pong salamat for this opportunity, and I would like to thank you sa lahat po ng nanonood dito sa presentation, sa lahat all around the Philippines and outside the Philippines. Marami pong salamat. During the presentation, Sir Archie mentioned about background ng MRB projects for Bismin. After that, I'm just going to present po yung glimpse ng Davao City, o anong meron sa Davao City and why invest in Davao City. So, for the slide na po. So, Davao City is actually located at southern Philippines dito sa archipelago. It's actually one of the largest and urbanized cities here in the Philippines. So as you can see, yung Davao City po in terms of land, malaki po talaga siya. And this city is actually pumapangalawa sa most populated area. So for the Davao City, alam ko po na meron po tayong mga tagline for each provinces or each places are actually taglines. Gusto ko lang po i-discuss yung tagline ng Davao City kasi parang parang very artistic yung approach, saka yung meaning is kakaiba talaga siya. So as you can see, yung Davao life is here. Bakit sinabi nating life is here? Ano yung meron dito po sa Davao City? Actually, the logo, the different colors actually represent the diversity that we have here in Davao and the Davaoeños. Actually, it represents each letter as actually famous icon. Kung makita niyo po, yung D is about the Philippine Eagle, and the A is the Mount Apo. Then yung next letter is all about the Lumad people. Those are actually the indigenous people here in Davao City. Sila po yung mga sinaunang tao dito sa Davao City. Then the next letter is actually the durian, the popular and delicious fruit here in Davao City, followed by the wali-wali, the rare flower here in Davao City. So the logo is actually represent ng brand ng Davao City. It's actually created as part of to promote the tourist destination and investors in the Philippines. So it also represents different diversities dito kasi as we know, we have experienced many calamities in terms of politics and climate. So aside from that, as we know, we have diversities. Pero at the end of the day, when the harmony and peace get along with as one people ng Davao, the Davaoeños, they're actually unified to solve that particular problem. So the logo actually promotes the city of life, diversity, harmony, and unity. So that's the brief discussion of the Davao logo. So next, please. So why invest in Davao City? Actually, there are many reasons or rationale behind the idea of purchasing or procuring here in Davao City. I have identified only 6 items for the Davao City. First is the peace and order. As you can see, Davao's promise of security as one of the safest cities in the country. Because of this, yung mga investment and opportunities are actually coming in here in Davao City. So parang yung mga investors, these are the main reason kung bakit po malaki yung chunk ng investment here in Davao, dahil sa reason na yung Davao City is actually safe and secure if you are here in the area. So another item is the competitiveness. This is the second reason I highlighted for the why investing in Davao City. Based on the National Competitiveness Council, is an NCC ranking on the cities and municipalities competitiveness index last 2015, yung Davao City po is nag-rank ng ika-5 or ika-5 as most of competitive, highly urbanized city. So also, yung Davao City rin po is nag-ika-siyam based on the economic dynamism in terms of size and growth of the local economy and to generate employment. And another rankings is Davao City ranked as 5th in the government efficiency based on the economic governance score in the local performance management system. Then last one, yung Davao City po is nag-rank as ika-7 in terms of infrastructure. So these rankings are actually manifestation na yung Davao City attracts more investments. It's a good business destination for investments. So it's really a good place to invest. For the third reason why we have to invest here in Davao, I classified that Davao City is a strategic location and tourist attraction. Well, Davao's Mindanao's center of business, Davao City is also a center for finance and education. So Davao has also a home to 5 top universities, including the Davao campus of the UP, University of the Philippines. So because of this, in terms of accessibility and transportation, we really easily get to the place or to the areas that we wanted to go, and there's really no hassle of accessing these areas. And for tourist attraction, well, alam po natin na popular si Davao City sa Mount Apo, the highest mountain here in the archipelago of the Philippines. So popular po siyang binibisita ng mga mahilig mag-hike, mag-trekking. And another item is Davao City is actually known to have the Philippine Eagle Center. Ito yung home for our eagles. Ito conservation of the country's national bird, kung saan makita natin yung mga eagle, where we actually promote the conservation of this animal. Then for the other items that we highlight for as tourist attraction, we have the famous Kadayawan Festival, which actually is ongoing. Dito po sa Kadayawan Festival, dito kung saan maraming prutas yung harvest and binibenta sa mga Davaoenos and sa mga investors. So during this time, yung fruits po is napakamura. Actually, kulang na lang is ibigay sa iyo yung prutas. So sobrang mura during the Kadayawan Festival. This actually held every August of the year. Then another prestigious event is the Araw ng Davao. This actually held during March of the year. So aside from that, we have also Samal Island. This is the place where we can relax. This is the place best for getaway with our families. By the way, one of our projects is actually located in Samal Island, the Miranda and Kimbali Coast. So Another reason why we have to invest in Davao City is actually low cost of doing business. So here in Davao City, napaka-cheaper po yung cost in terms of investing here in the area in compared to other major cities in Asia. Actually, yun yung reason kung bakit maraming na-attract na mga investors, kung bakit maraming willing to invest here in Davao City. Kasi sobrang mababa yung capital na kailangan nila to invest, and at the same time, Davao City offers financial institution that assists the investor for investment in securing also the various permits and licenses. So this is the reason kung bakit yung business is booming here in Davao. So another reason is ease of doing business. So according to World Bank Group, Davao City po is the second most ideal for doing business among 25 cities in the Philippines. So yun, pangalawa sa pinaka good place to invest here in the Philippines. So it just manifests that Davao City is best for not just best for tourists, also for investment. Actually, based on Davao City Investment Promotion Center, DCIPC, this was established to assist investors and to provide free professional services. So walang aside from doing business dito, the local government of Davao is also willing to provide help to establish business here in the area. Then, last but not the least, in terms of the responsibility in programs, here we come the responsive and forward-looking local government. So Davao City is actually very supportive sa mga programs in terms of the developmental projects na itatayo within Davao vicinity, within Davao area. This promotes the modernization and infrastructure. Actually, we have highlighted 5 major projects or plans that have been already approved, and these are plans that really promotes the infrastructure, the booming infrastructure that increase the GDP, gross domestic product of the area in terms of the economy. So first is the Mindanao Railway Project. Ito po yung pinakaunang railway na i-implement at ma-construct dito sa Mindanao, particularly dito sa Davao. So this connects from Tagum City to Davao City, then to Digos City. So by this kind of program, mas mapapadali po yung transportation, yung convenient ng mga tao, and of course, the businesses will grow since the transportation is now already accessible and easy to go to the places where business are booming. Then another project po ng Davao City na nakalatag na is yung expressway project. This is the construction of 60-kilometer expressways from Bukidnon to Digos. So it's really this one of the biggest and major program of the local government. Then the Davao City Bypass Road from Panabo City to Davao City. This bypass road actually lessen or shorten the travel period. So in terms of accessibility, mas mabilis na po, and then iwas na din sa long travel. Then the last but not the least, yung Davao Samal Bridge construction. This actually connects from Davao City to Samal, meaning magkakaroon na tayo ng bridge kasi right now po para lang makatawid from Davao City papunta ng Samal, kailangan pumunta ng gamitin yung barge and magsakay ng bangka ng bangka, then para makatawid, or ng boat. So by this kind of program, mas mapapabilis po yung transportation and access, and of course mas tataas yung investment ng Samal at the same time ng Davao City. So actually these reasons are few items na kailangan i-consider and important when investing here in Davao City. And these items or reasons are actually has evolved into an investment destination. Kasi Davao City is not just mere on the tourist spot or tourist destination. Rather, this also promotes the investment sector na kung saan mas nakakatulong nakakatulong sa mga tao, kasi by way of investing here in Davao, ang mga tao is magkakaroon ng employment, and those in need are actually being helped by the local government. So yun po yung glimpse ng Davao City na kung bakit kailangan at willing mag-invest dito sa Davao City. So, yun po. Ma'am Tet?
Ayan, ako naman. Sir Ronald, nakakatuwa. Parang kachat ko lang, ang sarap pala mag-retire sa Davao. So,
actually, ma'am, actually, personally, I'm actually from Bicol. Hello po sa mga taga Bicol. Actually, tubong Bicol po ako. And I was assigned dito sa Davao City to handle the projects. And based on my experience ko, ito yung first punta ko dito sa Davao City actually. Ngayon, personally experience dito sa Davao City is actually napakaganda in terms of the discipline ng mga tao. Actually, pag dadaan ka ng highway, and then may traffic light, hindi talaga sila tatawid habang hindi pa nag-go signal yung ilaw. And then meron ding pagkakataon na if maiwan mo yung phone sa restaurant or sa tindahan, hindi mawawala yung gamit mo. Actually, habulin ka nung nakakita, and then nung store manager. So ganun po dito sa Davao City. Napakabait nila and hospitable. Actually, I feel like this is my home, same as in Bicol. So wala po akong problema dito. Ganda ng Davao City aside from those features that I presented while ago po.
Wow! You know, Ronald, habang nagsasalita ka, ramdam na ramdam ko yung pagiging totoo ng sinasabi mo. Kasi coming from Bicol and dinala ka sa Davao, and yung mga na-notice mo sa Davao is actually very significant. Kasi alam mo, akala ko sa abroad lang meron nung dito kasi sa Manila medyo hindi ko naramdaman yan eh. Doon ko nakita yung difference ng living abroad. Like sa Italy, pag titigil talaga ang sasakyan, kung tatawid ka o may nakikita sila, ganun sila ka-respeto sa mga tao. Pero dito sa Manila, hindi sila titigil, ikaw ang matatakot. And very happy to hear.
Oh, yes,
abroad may gano'n na pala sa Davao.
Dito rin sa Davao City, ma'am, actually, talaga sila, strict sila sa speed limit ng mga sakyan. So napaka-discipline, and from bawat lugar meron talagang mga checkpoints, yung mga traffic enforcer na nagbabantay. So the discipline has been established talaga in the area because of the policies din ng LGU.
Yeah, and I think that is the main reason kung bakit naman yung ating presidente is, 'di ba, nanalo talaga landslide, 'di ba? President Rodrigo Duterte kasi ang pinanghawakan talaga niya is kung ano yung ginawa niya sa Davao. That's why so many people, so many Filipinos trusted President Duterte kasi ganito ang nangyari sa Davao. And I'm very happy na mas lalo pa ito na-develop kasi dati mayor lang si President. Ngayon, ano na siya, presidente na ng Pilipinas. Exciting talaga ang mga pangyayari sa Davao. Nako, thank you so much, Ronald. Ang dami naming natutunan. If not without you, hindi namin malalaman na ganito na pala nangyayari sa Davao. So congratulations sa lahat ng mga investors sa Davao. Alam ko na marami kaming mga investors na hindi naman taga Davao, pero mga nag-invest sa Davao. Now you know you made the right decision. No? Kasi pati si Ronald, feel na niya ang Davao. So thank you so much, Ronald. Alam mo ba, Ronald? Diyan ka na rin mag-aasawa. Oy, wala pa rin. Single pa si Ronald. Ronald, alam mo ba na kanina nagpalaro ako, may mananalo ng surpresang gift galing Davao. Alam ko kasi may masarap sa Davao. Pwede ba ako magpa-deliver from Davao diretso sa pamilya nila dito sa Pilipinas ng isang kahong pomelo? Wow! Pwede ba yan, Ronald?
Yes, ma'am. Pwede po yun.
Yes, gagawin na tutulungan tayo ni Ronald. At itong dalawang winner kanina na nakahula na Durian Capital of the Philippines, ang Davao, ay makakatikim ang family niya dito ng isang box na fresh pomelo from Davao. Walang iba kung hindi si Miss Eds Pileño from Japan. Wow naman! Ang sarap. At meron pang isang nanalo. Yung nanalo ng hula. Kung pang ilang safest city ang Davao sa buong mundo. Ang sagot, Davao is the 5th safest city in the world. Grabe. Walang iba naman kung hindi si Andrea Jeyong. Si Andrea ba taga saang bansa? O hindi ko sa Japan ipapadala ha. Ang layo nun ha. Dito lang sa Pilipinas ha. Sa pamilya nyo. Si Andrea Jeyong, congratulations! Nanalo ka rin ng isang box na pomelo straight from Davao. So thank you, Ronald. So hindi pa itong huli natin pag-usapan. Yan, siya lagi kong kausap. Salamat sa suporta. At ngayon, ipapakilala naman natin, matapos nating matuto, why Davao? So ngayon naman ang pag-uusapan, where in Davao kaya tayo pwedeng makapag-ikot sa proyekto ng Filinvest? So now, gusto kong makilala nyo ang ating next speaker. Walang iba kung hindi ang Assistant Project Development Officer ng MRB South Mindanao who will discuss about the Futura projects, 8 Spatial and Centro Spatial. Let's welcome Miss Eunice Bohol. Hi, Miss Eunice. Ayan, si Miss Eunice pala yung kaninang nakita. Hi, Miss Eunice. Ikaw ba ay dugong taga Davao talaga?
Yes po. Dito po ako, pinanganak and lumakila din.
So, totoo ba lahat ang sinabi kanina ni Ronald? Kasi taga Bicol yun baka hindi totoo. Joke.
Totoo po yun, when it comes to discipline ng mga taga-Davaoeños. Yun. Very strict and on implementation ng mga bagong policy. Yun, ma'am.
Sige. So, Eunice, batiin mo na ang ating mga kababayan. Make new friends sa buong mundo dahil kilala ka na nila, no? And after you greet them, so let's start. Dahil excited na sila sa dalawang bagong projects natin. Okay. Thank you, Miss Eunice.
So, good morning, everyone, to all our viewers dyan all over the world, especially to our kababayans. Magandang umaga po or magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. So, today, let me introduce you to the 2 projects of Filinvest land located here at the heart of Davao City. First is the 8 Spatial Davao, and the second one is the Centro Spatial Davao. I will walk you through these 2 projects, showcasing all the, all the project and product information we need to manage, required to, market and sell our product through our distribution channels. So let's start with 8 Spatial Davao. Next slide, please. So in this discussion, we'll get in touch with the information about the Futura brand, the spatial concept, the rationale about why it is called 8 Spatial, our selling points, of course, our target market, and the inventory and product offering, also the unit specifications, property managers, and construction updates of the project. Next slide, please. So on this slide, you can see that these are our Futura mid-rise communities. We have one in Marina Spatial Dumaguete, Alta Spatial in Valenzuela. We also have one in Iloilo, the 1 Spatial in Iloilo, 1 Spatial in Pasig, and of course, the 8 Spatial and Central Spatial in Davao City. So next slide, please. So you might have asked, why 8 Spatial? One easy way to remember the rationale of the project names is that our project is mainly composed of 8 buildings. And aside from that, the number 8 is considered to be a lucky number for our Chinese communities and other Asian cultures. Meanwhile, yung 8 spatial yung spatial naman po na word is in relation to the spacious products we are offering. Our unit has, no beams and columns, so it allows the unit owners to maximize the area if they want to dress up. And we also have the bigger and spacious area for our amenities where our unit owners can enjoy and relax. Next slide, please. Next is the selling points of the project, which is the location, the amenities and modern facilities, and the construction methodology used by the project. So for the location, 8 Spatial has a total land area of 3.6 hectares. This is strategically located at Maa Road, Davao City. Within close reach lang po tayo to major destinations. Like for malls, we have S&R membership shopping. That is 1.5 kilometers away lang po from the project. We also have SM City Davao, that is 2.2 kilometers away from the project. For the leisure naman po, we have the Matina Town Square. For schools, we have the Ateneo de Davao Matina Campus, that is 1.7 kilometers away lang sa project. Also, we have the Philippine Women's College of Davao, University of Mindanao Matina Campus, and the Malayan Colleges. For clinics and hospitals naman, we have here the Alexan Brothers Health and Wellness Center, the Brokenshire Hospital, and the Davao Doctors Hospital. Next slide, please. So good thing about 8 Spatial is that we will only develop 30% of the total land area, and the remaining 70% will just be an open space for our amenities, for our themed courtyards. So as you can see dyan sa slide na yan, the entry point of the project is near the building 6 and 7, which the guardhouse is 100% completed already and turned over to Condo Corp. So upon entry, you will see now the buildings of the project. Dyan sa may middle part, nandyan yung clubhouse and other amenities natin, which is accessible to all building location. Our buildings 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the building 8 are already turned over to Condo Corp. One unique thing din ng project na ito is that we have themed courtyards for each building where, buyers can relax and enjoy their free time with their family and friends. Next slide, please. For our amenities naman, we have 2-story multipurpose clubhouse that can actually accommodate 60 to 80 packs. Inside the clubhouse, we have our fitness gym and music room. We also have an adult and kiddie pool, a basketball court, children's playground, and themed courtyards. Yan. For the modern facilities naman, we have our garbage disposal area. And we also have enough parking slots, spacious lobby and hallways. We also have 2 functional elevators per buildings, STP And for the safety of the unit owners, we have our CCTV that works 24/7, and importante yung meron tayong enclosed perimeter fence. For the construction method naman, we use for this project is what we call the reinforced concrete construction method. This is to ensure the quality and integrity of the building. Actually, this gives a lot of advantages, such as the strength of the building, because this building can withstand any movement from the ground, so there will be less cracks, and because of this, there will be less repair and maintenance, which also promotes, green construction. Dahil kung meron tayong less repair and maintenance, promotes green construction, we can minimize the possibility of using pollutants for the repair. Another advantage of implementing reinforced concrete is for our buildings is its fire resistance ability. This is actually a standard feature of the said construction method. We're also promoting energy conservation by using LED for all our lighting fixtures, such as, the bollards, the lampposts, the bulb, yun. And the last advantage of the method is that the noise among unit owners will be minimized, since all our partition is made of 100% concrete. So yeah, last year po, Mindanao, particularly Davao City, experienced a series of earthquakes. But then our project had proven that it can withstand even a 6.8 magnitude earthquake. So the document you can see now on your screen is actually a green tag issued by the Office of the City Building Officials, which means that our building was inspected by the officials and certified that the building is safe to occupy. And this green tag certification applies for all buildings of A Spatial Davao. So yun. Next slide, please. So next is we have identified the target markets for the project, which we categorized into two, such as the primary market and the secondary market. The first one, the primary target market, focuses on young professionals and startup families. Our product kasi our product na 2BR and studio type primarily caters this market, considering also that the project is located near schools and BPO companies, where demographic ng mga tawag niyan, yung mga teachers or yung mga call center agents, yung demographic nila is ranging from 30s to 40s, or yung mga startup families pa lang. Our secondary target market naman is our investors. So mga investors natin dyan. This market demographics ranging from 40s and above. These are businessmen currently residing here in Davao City or outside the city, who wants to, take advantage of the increasing rental market. Next slide, please. So next, we will talk about the inventory position of the 8 Spatial Davao under the international sales in the product offering. So yan. Next slide, please. So as you can see, we are offering a studio unit and 2BR. The average unit area for studio unit is 19.25, while for the 2BR, it's 32.20 square meter. The available units for the international sales is only 58 units for the studio type. Out of that, 262. And then 5 units for 2BR out of that 260. The average price for studio type is 2 million, and for the 2BR is 3.3 million. So para dyan sa mga sa mga kita niyo na parang limited na lang yung inventory natin. So parang proceed na po tayo, reserve na po, bili-bili na po dyan sa mga investors and mga prospect buyers. Yan. Next slide, please. Next is our product offering. gusto ko lang i-highlight para ma-appreciate nyo naman yung product offered ng 8 Spatial Davao. So this is the rendered layout for our studio type unit. So for the living and dining, that's 15.94 square meter. For the toilet and bath, that's 4 square meters, a total of 19.94 square meters. Next slide, please. Next is our rendered layout for 2BR unit. Yan. Next slide, please. So for 8 Spatial, we also have unit finishes naman po. The standard floor finish under living and dining, bedroom, toilet and bath, and the kitchen is made of vertified ceramic floor tiles. The wall finish of living and dining area and also in the kitchen area is reinforced concrete, while for the bedroom, it is actually made of gypsum board, and for the toilet and bath, it is made of vertified ceramic floor tiles. And we also have finishes for other area of the unit like the doors and the windows. For next slide, please. For 8 Spatial, you know, we will discuss here the payment term. For 8 Spatial Davao, we actually classified this into 4. Meron tayong bank financing. The bank financing is, the term for that is 15% down payment in 24 months. The rest will be upon bank financing with firm approval. So, meron din tayong deferred cash. Itong deferred cash is that babayaran lang ng buyer yung total contract price over a defined period of time. Ang maximum po ng 8 Spatial or ng Futura brand is 24 months at 0 interest. Meron din po tayong spot cash. Yung spot cash is classified into 2. If yung buyer is magbabayad siya in spot cash upon reservation, he or she will be given an 8% TLP discount. If magbabayad naman siya ng spot cash pero gusto niya within 30 days, that buyer will be given a 5% TLP discount. Yan. Meron din po tayong tinatawag na spot down payment. Yung spot down payment po must reach 20% of the TCP. Kapag yung buyer magbabayad ng spot down payment upon reservation, he or she will be given a 3% discount. But if the buyer wants to pay the 20% spot down payment within 30 days, the buyer will be given a 2% TLP discount. Yan siya. Next slide, please. So for 8 Spatial, we hired the property management for that is Pro Excel. This is a subsidiary company of Filinvest. Yeah. The Pro Excel, actually, they are tasked to maintain the day-to-day operation of the project. So sila yan ang naka-assign for the maintenance and managing the project. Next slide, please. So on the following slides, I will walk you through inside the project. So sa slide na to, this is the latest update for 8 Spatial project. As you can see, we have constructed these 5 buildings. These buildings were turned over already to the property management. So yan. Next slide, please. Yang building 1, 2, 3, 4, including the building 8, was already turned over to Condo Corp already. So yan siya. Next slide, please. Out of that 8 building, kasi nga di ba yung key points na bakit 8 Spatials, right? Because meron tayong 8 buildings sa project na to. Yung dalawang tawag niyan, out of that 8 buildings, meron tayong isang ongoing construction, which is yung building 5. And we also have yung building 8, which is already completed, but meron lang tayong ongoing construction of the themed courtyards. So yung 6 and 7 is for future development na. Yan. Next slide, please. Sa next slide naman, makikita nyo naman yung day and night shot ng gate and guard house natin and the clubhouse. Ang dalawang to is completed na, 100% completed and turned over already to Condo Corp. So yan siya for 8 Spatial Davao. Let's proceed to Centro Spatial Davao. Yan, thank you so much. Let's proceed to 8 Spatial Davao, Centro Spatial Davao. So itong Centro Spatial is the reason why it is called Centro. It's because Centro Spatial Davao is strategically located at the heart of Davao City. This is just within close reach of some other destinations. Next slide, please. Such as for malls, we have Felcri Centrale. We are also near SM City Davao, Gaisano Mall of Davao. And ito namang for the government institutions, actually malapit lang tayo for various government institutions like for the Bureau of Internal Revenue, adjacent lang siya nung project natin. Yung PhilHealth naman, fronting lang nung project natin. So 300 meters away, we can access na yung Sangguniang Panglungsod, yung Davao City Hall. For the church naman, meron namang San Pedro Cathedral na walking distance lang. For the schools, for the universities, we have the Ateneo de Davao University, University of Immaculate Concepcion. Meron din tayong sa University of Mindanao, Bolton Campus. Yan siya. Next slide, please. So the Centro Spatial is a 1.7 hectare. It is composed of 5 buildings, 8 stories high. So the good thing about this is that yung 40% ng total land area will be developed as buildings. The rest will be for our open space, na yung mga for the amenities, for the courtyards, basketball court, yan siya, mga children's playground, yan siya. Meron din tayong for our amenities. We actually have 2-story multipurpose clubhouse. It can actually cater 60 to 80 packs na tao. Inside the clubhouse, meron din tayong fitness gym, music room, and then meron din tayong for swimming pool, for adult and kiddie pool, and then basketball courts and children's play lots and lawns. For the modern facilities naman, we actually have also, for the modern facilities, the same with 8 Spatial, the CCTV cameras, the perimeter fence, the garbage disposal area. Yan siya. Next slide, please. So makikita natin dito yung inventory position ni Centro Spatial Davao. We actually offer here also a studio and 2BR units. The standard for studio is, the average unit area for studio is 19.94, while for the 2BR it's 32.13 square meters. Out of that, 50 na allocated units for international sales. Meron na lang po tayong 8 available units for the studio and 47 available units for 2BR as of today na inventory position po. So I would like to highlight also itong rendering natin, yung layout natin for the 2BR. So yan, that's 32 square meters. Consists of living and dining, kitchen, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, and toilet and bath. So the average TLP for this is 3.23 million. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is for our studio. So that is around 19.94 square meters. That is composed of living, dining, 15.94 square meters. For the toilet and bath, that's 4 square meters. So average TLP for this is 2.1 million. Yan siya. So I will walk you through naman sa construction updates ng Centro Spatial Davao. So yung Centro Spatial po na Building A is 99.98% na po completed. So we target to turn over this on November 2020 this year. So ito naman pong street parking, the Centro Spatial Building A is at 65.83% completed. Target completion natin dito is on week 4 of August 2020. Yan. Next slide, please. So ito naman yung aerial shot ng clubhouse natin. The clubhouse is already at 99.24% completed. Target turnover natin dito is week 4 ng August 2020 and ongoing na rin po yung tawag niyan, amenity landscaping po. For the Central Spatial Basketball Court, 100% completed na po ito. Next slide, please. Yan, ito yung aerial shot ng Central Spatial Davao. So as you can see, katabi natin yung Magallanes Residences. Fronting ng Central Spatial is the PhilHealth. And on the right side ng picture na yan is yung Bureau of Internal Revenue. So mga kalapit lang yung mga malls, mga banks, government institutions, schools, universities. Yan. Ito namang isa po is yung gate and guardhouse natin, which is 100% completed already. Yan. Next slide, please. So I would like to discuss na lang po yung payment term. Yung payment term kasi ng Central Spatial Davao is the same with eState Davao. So yung bank financing is at 15% in 24 months. Yung deferred cash is at a maximum of 24 months with 0 interest. And then yung spot cash na upon reservation, the buyer will get 8% discount. And then if within a month, 30 days, the buyer will get a 5% discount. The same with the spot down payment. Now it should reach 20% before the buyer can avail of the 3% discount or the 2% discount for 30 days payment. So that's it. That's our update for our 8 Spatial and Central Spatial Davao. Ms. Tet?
Yan naman, napakagandang updates. Yan ang most awaited namin, yung mga construction update. Meron ako na-realize, habang pinapakita mo yung project, no, parang dati may pinakita kami ibang project din, parang, ay lahat gusto mag-invest. Ngayon nakita ko naman si Davao, ramdam na ramdam ko yung parang ang sarap sa Davao. Parang lahat ng papakita gusto mo mag-invest, di ba? It only means, po ba, that there's no place like Philippines, like home, di ba? Lahat maganda sa Pilipinas and it's up to you, di ba? Kung saan mo, kung nasaan ang tinitibok ng puso mo, kagaya nitong Davao. Ayan. So, Miss Eunice, meron tayong ipapakitang video. May video tayong ipapakita sa kanila.
Yes, Miss Tet. That's for 8 Spatial and Central Spatial Davao.
Yan. So, ipakita natin sa kanila.
Yes, please. This is actually our building 4. This is a actual 2BR unit and also a hotel. So yan yung inside ng 8 spatial project natin. Under Futura brand. Next is for yung sa Central Spatial. That is our building A na 98% completed na. Yan yung marketing office natin, just up na 2BR unit. Yan siya. Our master's bedroom. The kitchen. So this is our main amenity area, the clubhouse. So patapos na rin yung clubhouse na yan, we want to, turn over also the clubhouse together with the building A. Target is on September for the clubhouse and November yung building A natin. So yun, Ms. Tet.
Ayan, nako. I'm very sure na tuwang-tuwa ang lahat ng mga investors natin na nakita finally, in spite of pandemic, eto na po, isinama namin kayo sa Davao at kita-kita nyo ang napakaraming development sa ating mga proyekto. Yeah. Kasi alam mo ba, Eunice, year 2017, nagpunta kami dyan. Yan yung nagbuwis buhay ako at ang iba kong kasama sa Wild River Rafting. The most adventurous space surfer edition namin. Diyan nangyari sa Davao. No year 2017, wala pa mga pintura, yung mga building na yan. Marami pang hindi nakatayo. Diba? Pero look, diba? Ito ang maganda sa ating partner developer. Talagang wala pa akong alam na project na hindi niya tinapos. No? And nakakatuwang tingnan na yung kanilang mga pangarap ay unti-unti nang nabubuo. Diyan sa Davao. Yes. Anyway, meron lang tayong konting question. Meron lang tayong konting question, no? Like Eunice, meron kasi nagtanong dito, like for example, doon sa 80 Special, sabi mo, nagsabi ka ng mga discount. Yung 24 months ba na down payment, zero interest, may idea ka ba magkano ang monthly niya? Yung pinaka...
Hello, Mr.
Yeah. Eunice, yung 24 months na zero interest sa 80 Special, more or less magkano siya?
That's ranging from 124 month to 130,000 a month. without zero.
Yung 24 months na down payment na zero interest.
Ma'am, yung ano po, yung down payment po kasi, yung bank financing siguro yung ibig niya sabihin. Kasi for yung zero interest natin is yung deferred cash. For bank financing, ma'am, yung standard natin is 15% at 24 months. Actually, I have here yung average lang na
average lang.
For 8 special, ma'am, na 2BR. Average monthly natin for that is 26,000. For the studio unit, average monthly natin dyan is 14,000.
14,000 more or less average monthly, no? Ay, napakaganda ng promo na ito kasi 24 months, no? How about naman sa Centro Special, na Centro-Centro?
Yung sa Centro Special naman, yung sa Centro Special naman po na bank financing, yung average tawag niyan monthly DP ng 50% down payment in 24 months is 25,000 po for a 2BR.
Meron ba siyang studio doon? Wala.
For studio type naman po, meron tayo the average monthly down payment for that is 15,000.
Okay. Mas tumaas ng konti kasi ito, sentro Nakita ko to talagang sobrang sentro kaya siya tinawag na sentro. Meron din silang isang tanong dito, di ba? I know na many of those who invested sa Davao is for their retirement, residential, di ba? So sa ganda ng Davao ngayon, sa ganda ng mga pinasend natin, di ba? May nagtatanong sa kanila, syempre, yung mga gustong mag-invest lang. Kamusta ba yung rental diyan? Meron bang nagre-rent diyan ng mga property sa Davao?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, rental market natin dito sa Davao is napakalakas. For 8 special, actually, and Centro Special, so 8 special muna tayo, ma'am. Yung advantage ng 8 special kasi is andyan na yung buildings. Meron na tayong mga RFO units. So, ang rental market natin dito, marami tayong mga buyers na pinaparentahan nila yung mga unit nila. And then, ngayon kasi, yung average na rental price dito sa Davao for a 1BR per studio type ranging from 25,000 a month. For 2BR naman po ranging from 27 to 35 a month po for a 2BR.
Ito yung actual na ngayon? Actual na rentahan diyan sa Davao?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Talaga? Taas noon naman ng mga taga Davao? Parang ang taas ng ng rental. Conservative na ba ito? At saka meron na ba talagang mga nagre-rent doon sa 80 Special? Bago pa lang to.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
okay. Meron mga unit owners na yung mga unit nila is pinaparentahan lang nila. So, yan. Actually, meron na po, ma'am.
Napakagandang good news naman yan. Mataas ang rental rate and sinabi sa atin na this is the ongoing price ngayon doon sa 8 Special kasi sobra din talagang napakaganda ng location ng 8 Special. Ang Centro Special naman, hindi pa tapos, di ba? Wala pang, may natapos
na bang... Hindi siya tapos, ma'am. Yung Centro Special Davao. So, target natin na ma-turn over ang building A is on November 2020.
Okay. So, so more or less naman kasi kung yung 8 Special, ganito yung range. Mas lalo na itong Centro. So, expect na. And of course, for the information of everyone po, bakit ba may mga maganda yung rental din dito sa Davao? No? May magandang possibility kahit na hindi siya Manila. Alam niyo po ba, as of year 2018, Davao is the 4th largest city in the Philippines. 4th largest city in the Philippines, ha? Una muna yung Quezon City, Manila, Caloocan. Dati nga po, pang-tatlo ang Davao. Ngayon, mas dumami yung mga anak at tao dito sa Caloocan. So pang-tatlo siya and pang-apat ang Davao sa buong Philippines. So napaka-promising din talagang mag-invest dito dahil napakadaming population, no? So, mayroon pa ba akong gusto itanong sa iyo? Construction. So, you mentioned na, may na-mention ka kanina na sa Centro Special, may di-deliver tayo na November 22, dun sa isang project, ganitong date. Considering na merong pandemic ngayon, like ako kasi meron kami pinapagawang bahay, ngayon kasi ang allowed na sa construction site is only 50% yung manpower. Have we considered itong mga ganitong shortcoming sa construction? Diba? Kasi I'm sure may delay yan dahil dito sa pandemic. So ito November 22, na-consider na yung possible delay because of the slow construction natin ngayon?
Actually, ma'am, yung mga dates na diniscuss ko kanina, like for the Central Spatial Building A, na ito-turn over natin siya on November 2020, na-consider na po yan yung nangyaring, tawag niya, yung slack time na nangyari due to COVID. So yan na po yung bagong turnover date for that Central Spatial Building. So actually, na-adjust na namin yung timetable schedule ng mga buildings and other areas for construction ng projects.
Galing naman. So ibig sabihin ba niyan, full blast ang manpower construction natin sa site? Or 50% din lang? That's why na-consider na dito.
Yung ano ma'am, yung about naman sa tawag niyan, yung mga contractors, yung deployment ng mga tao nila doon. Actually, we are 100% po na 100% po na naka-deploy yung kinakailangan na tao on site. But even though na 100% po sila on site, meron naman tayong pina-follow na protocol for that, like for the thermal scanning, yung mga tawag niyan, yung mga bunk house nila with sanitation area, yung changing room nila, yun ma'am. But before that, nung nag-COVID, hindi po ba nahinto yung trabaho? So bago sila nag-resume ng work, meron tayong mga pinapasubmitin na okay sila, and then safe din yung mga unit owners on site. Yun. Tapos ma'am, yung sa kasi, na sineparate natin yung entry point for the workers, iba din yung entry point ng mga unit owners.
Wow! Naku, nakaka-excite naman. This is another good news. Kasi po pala, full blast pa rin ang construction natin, di ba? And hopefully, by November 2020, by Christmas, no? Sana ay talagang in God's grace ay may deliver natin dahil wala pa na pong project na hindi natatapos ang ating partner developer na walang iba kundi ang Filinvest Land Incorporated, who continuously transform the lives of many OFWs. Alam mo, okay, meron pa mga ilang tanong dito eh. Nasagot na yung expected rental, no? So, ang next is, ano rin ba mga sektor ang nagre-rent diyan sa Davao? I mean, dito kasi sa Manila, like sa Alabang, ang daming mga BPO. So, yun ang mga nagre-rent. Diyan ba sa Davao, anong business sector dyan na active, na sila yung pwedeng mag-rent? And bakit sila magre-rent?
Other thing, dahil meron tayong yung 8 spatial, lalo na kasi RFO buildings na po, no? So, mostly, ang nagre-renta dyan is yung mga call centers. If not, meron din tayong mga students, kasi malapit lang tayo sa schools. Beside ng 8 spatial Davao is University of Mindanao. So, yun yung mga parents, you know, na kaya naman nila na or for ano pa ba, yung mga traveler, kasi madalas yan eh, merong mga traveler na nagre-renta, and then yun sila ma'am, mostly talaga call center students, and then yung mga students na kaya naman ng mga parents nila na magrenta, and then yung mga travelers po.
Ayun, so marami ding mga BPO, mga call center sa Davao.
Yes ma'am. Actually, we are near Yung eState is near siya sa Alorica. Isa yung BPO companies din, ma'am. Malapit din siya sa BXI and teleperformance na call center. So meron tayong tatlong BPO companies na malapit sa eSpatial Davao.
Ayan. So yan, nasagot na natin ang mga katanungan. Ako, Diyos ko, para naman pinahirapan natin si Miss Eunice. Pero congratulations, Miss Eunice, kasi nabigyan linaw mo lahat ng aming mga katanungan that these are impromptu questions na hindi alam ni Miss Eunice. Pero talagang saludo kami sa Davao team kasi napakaganda nitong mga informations na binigay nyo sa amin, no? And one of our members dito na nanonood ay nag-chat kanina and I'm very proud to share this, no? Kasi nung nagdaang earthquake talaga, may mga buildings talaga doon na yung iba bumigan, yes. Di ba? No? Yes. And na-headline siya. At ito ang sabi ni Mr. Arvin Pura, he's an engineer from Dubai. No, sabi niya, sabi ng pinsan ko who was one of the third-party inspector and a member of the Association of Structural Engineers na lahat ng Filinvest buildings in Davao City is safe. Wow! And no trace of crack. Ayan. No trace of crack during last year's earthquake. Thanks God! Yeah. Di ba? At least ito hindi galing sa kanila na nag-present sa atin. Ito galing third party, di ba? And isa lang po sa pinagmamalaki ng Filinvest, alam nyo po, yung construction system kasi na ginagamit sa mga building, syempre, ano naman yan pare-parehas, pero iba-ibang level. No? Si Filinvest, hindi siya pumipili ng level that will put the owners of the house or yung inyong investment at risk. So, yung system na ginamit niya is of course a level up system. Kaya naman nung dumating itong 6.5 earthquake na to, I'm very proud ang Filinvest owner na tama yung decision niya. Yes. Yun ang construction system kahit na mas mahal. Okay, di ba? Thank you so much. Siguro naman po ay nasagot na ang lahat ng mga katanungan natin. And gusto kong tawagan, ibalik natin sa sa StreamYard, ang ating guest kanina, si Sir Archie Igot, ang ating Assistant Vice President, di ba? Sa ating last photo op souvenir sa ating mga taga-Davao team. Si Sir Ronald Anselmo, ang lagi kong kakulitan. Andito din ba si Miss Donna? Yan, isa pa rin namin kakulitan kanina. Si Miss Shane, mukhang wala na yung iba. Yan. Sir Archie, meron ka bang muling mensahe sa amin? Na-excite kami.
Alright. Maraming salamat sa ating business partners from our Freedom Business team. I hope and we certainly hope and pray that you learn a lot from today's sharing of updates. Ronald and Eunice was here to you. Davao, our projects in Davao, they did well. Thank you, Eunice and Ronald. I would like to say thank you also to Ma'am Tet and to Sir Terence and for advocacies for Freedom Business and to all our Freedom Business partners all over the world. Maraming salamat. I would just like to point out that even the times that the pandemic was really what you call this spreading all over the world. Nagpapasalamat pa rin kami sa Freedom Business for contributing volume of sales to Filinvest, not just to FLI Bismin, but to the entire company. So we are rolling out new inventories. As mentioned by Eunice kanina, mga limited na lang ang natitira. But we will be rolling out additional inventories for our Freedom Business partners. We are rolling out also another set of of promos, hopefully by next week, so that we can be able to assist you on your campaigns in your campaigns, no, all over the world. It's also worthwhile to say that your contribution to our overall performance despite COVID is very heartwarming. Talagang nakakataba ng puso that lahat kayo are making sure that our projects are really being marketed all over the world. So we certainly hope na malaking tulong ang naibigay namin, and we are more excited to give other updates for another project. So I have requested Ma'am Tet na kung po pwede every week tayong mag-update on what's happening on the ground, so that every one of you will be updated, and you will be able to share this to your clients and to you as our investor also. Thank you.
Ayan, ako. Alam mo, sa sobra, kanina habang nasa backroom kami, chinachat ko na si Sir Archie. Sabi ko, Sir Archie, sobra, maraming salamat. At saka, Sir Archie, pwede ba? Iikot pa rin natin sila sa mga ibang, mga iba nating provinces projects, kasi napakadami pa rin. No? Diba, Sir Archie? Yung mga pinakita mo kanina.
Yes.
May Dumaguete. Lahat dyan, iikutin natin habang nagpa-pandemic. Okay ba yan? And we are very lucky kasi very supportive and collaborative talaga naman po itong ating partner developers. At lahat po sila is willing na makilala kayo. Kaya Sir Archie, Ronald, Eunice, pag pumunta kayo na ibang bansa, katukin nyo lang itong mga to, magsabi lang kayo. Yan, nalobat ako. Isang picture nga, naku, nalobat ako. Okay, Joseph, one photo with our guest. Kahit wala ako, okay lang. Ito kasi yung sign namin, lalaban kami in spite of pandemic. Okay lang bang mag-sign kayo ng laban? Yan, paano ba yung laban? Joseph, ikaw pumasok.
Ano ba?
Okay?
Yung laban. Yung sign ng laban. Ayan.
Yan! So, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shane, Ronald, and Sir Archie. Sa mga susunod pang araw, watch out. Next week, we will go to the next level. Pataas sa patataas. We will go to Aspire, the Veranda, and the Maldives project in Davao. Yan. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Maraming salamat.
Good night. Good night. Thank you for the time. Ayan, ako naman. Maraming salamat, Joseph. Ikaw na mag-shout out. Wala na. Yan, maraming salamat sa lahat na nakikinig. Yan, medyo nag-lobat na po ang aking camera na sunod ang online meeting kanina ni na TRL. Yan. So, I hope na marami kayo tutunan. Huwag kayong mawawala tuwing Wednesday. Makikita nyo, ititriping ko kayo sa buong Pilipinas. Yan. And don't forget, ngayong Friday po, ang aming mga ka-freedom business, ang ating partner developer will share with us the innovations na ginagawa nila sa digital world na bago ngayon sa mundo. So, reserve your date this coming Friday, and our speaker will be our Assistant Vice President Alfred Blas. Kung kanina po nag-greet siya po yung head ng training departments ng buong Filinvest Land Incorporated. Maraming salamat and congrats sa nalo ng isang kahong pomelo na regalo namin from Davao. At pareho silang taga-Japan, grabe. Si Ed Spileño at saka si Andrea J.O. Parehas pala silang taga-Japan. Thank you. Salamat po sa lahat ng mga investors. Nako, ipadala na ito sa ating mga investors para po sila ay matuwa ng husto. Okay? Congratulations sa inyong lahat. Thank you for not giving up your investment in times of pandemic kasi ito ang ating uuwian pagdating ng panahon dito sa ating bansang Pilipinas. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Alam ko, always busy every night sa dami ng ating online meeting. Pero still, andito pa rin kayo. Ang dami nag-i-invite sa inyo. Pero lahat kami pinagbibigyan nyo. Lahat kaming leaders. No? So maraming salamat!
At di nalilisan pa sa ating piling. Kahit nasan ka man, panalo ka. Ipagpunyi mo, Pilipino tayo. Buong mundo sasaludo sa'yo. Pakita mo, tunay na galing mo. Kahit tamis ng pinaghirapan, tagumpay ay pinagsikapan. OFW ka, winner kang talaga. Kahit tamis ng pinaghirapan, tagumpay ay pinagsikapan. OFW ka, Pilipino ka. OFW ka, winner ka talaga.